Hello, everyone. How's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Myst Masterpiece Edition, shall we? So, I gotta tell you what, I have never played this on my own. I know that sounds wild, but I did not have a PC that could run Myst when it came out, and I played it at my buddy's house. He showed it to me, this and Seventh Guest, stuff like that. And I thought it looked cool, but I've never really spent a lot of time with it. I've always meant to play it, and I'm going to try it with this particular version. Now, this is the kind of like get the old version running on a modern PC style version. So I don't know how this is going to go, but I picked it up really cheap on Good Old Games, and I'm excited to fire it up. Grim, Alex, good evening. Good to see you. So I'm going to start a new game. Oh, great, Alex.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed. I must admit, however, such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Wow. Well, okay then. I'm going to see if I can turn on subtitles. I don't know if they exist, but just to make it easier for everybody to read along. And that's not usually what you expect to happen with a book, but this is no ordinary book, I suppose. Oh, it's called Myst. Okay. That's a cool book. Interesting. Hey, Fish, Sid, good evening. Good to see you. Okay, so I can click around, but this moving photograph seems pretty interesting. I'll click on that. Okay. Here I am. I'm standing on a dock. There appears to be a ship wrecked over here. There are giant gears on top of that island yonder. Okay, I could go this way. I could go this way. Let's go forward. Oh, okay, cool. Alex. Jamnuska. Good evening, good to see you. This doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. Well, it also has some, like, the UI in the options menu is all redone. And so there's, like, screen transitions zip mode. I don't know what this means. And then there is, you can rebind the keys. That's cool, Alex. All right. So let's just go back. And we're going to go back and we're going to just look around. So, okay, that's where I came from. And let's go over here. What's up here? I kind of wanted just, like, for the first time I played this game in earnest, for it to be as much like the original experience as possible. But I do want to try, there's a remaster, and then what Alex is talking about, Real Myst, sounds really good too. Catherine, I've left for you a message of utmost importance in our four-chamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve the message. Yours, Atris? Cool, Alex. Awesome, Brackstone. Ronnie, good evening. All right. Okay. Let's see. Oh my God. This room looks awful. What is this, the dentist? Look, my teeth are fine. I'm closing it. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Looks like I found Emmett Brown's time machine here. Let me just hook up the flux capacitor, and we are set. So I could change the date? Okay, I don't know enough to mess with this. Oh, God, please don't kill me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Ooh, okay. Starry, starry night, huh? Planetarium makes more sense. Okay. So, January. Well, that's not doing anything. What does it look like? April 4th of year 5. Check it out. Good. So this will be useful later, but not right now. Okay. That's cool, Braxton. Yeah, exactly, Alex. So I will use that for a puzzle in the future, I imagine, but I don't have enough right now. Okay. What's that? Oh, okay. Tower rotation. Oh dear. That's a powerful picture. Okay. Cool. This is all messed up. Okay. This book doesn't work right. I don't know if I was supposed to do that. I put it in there. Oh, I don't know. Bring you a red pen? We got some interference here, dude. Yeah, we're gonna need some more work on this. All right, dude. I'm gonna come back to you. You stay in there. Hey, Golden Age. Good evening. Okay. Interesting. Oh, dear God. I mean, every single thing in this this is a really nice wood room that we're dealing with here. The pillars are carved wood, it appears. There's recessed archways that are done in wood paneling. There's nice wood flooring. I don't know what the ceiling looks like, but every single one of these is wild. Okay. What do we got? Oh god, death elevator. Okay, this is no good. Can I go in there? To the library, yeah, hit me up. We're going in. Up, down, doesn't matter. Yeah, Brackstone, it really does. Alright. I'm inside a submarine. So let's see, what do we got here? This says go to the key. This says go to the library. Okay. Well, let's go up here. I don't know. It didn't seem to work out right. I might need to do something else. I didn't set it up. Alright, I tried. No, I don't want to go that way. Yeah, this ain't working. It's not a library at all, is it? Hermie, good evening. Good to see you. Yes, I've always meant to play this game, and I just decided to take the plunge. Okay. So this is not going as I had foreseen, but then again, it's like, you know, I've made very little progress, so we can come back here. We'll check that out at some other time. See what they got. Alright, you get me out of here. Oh, I get it. Tower rotation. Oh my god. Oh no, everything's changed. Now wait a minute, what have I done? Oh no, the books, it's different. Oh god. Oh no. Hey, Cynical, good evening. Oh god, what is this? Blue book. How's it going? It's me. Dude, you ain't coming in strong. Dude, you need to tweak your... Twist the dial. Can you twist it? Nah, it ain't working right, man. I know, isn't that awesome, Hermie? You're like, do you want the punishment of the CD-ROM? Alright, what's this thing? Oh, that means, do you want to leave? I get it. And then so, it opened the way out. Now, I still, though, didn't check on this fireplace. What is this? Okay, now wait a minute here. God. Oh, no. What is this? Okay, I don't understand that. I'm sorry. Oh, no. Okay. So now I'm back with the red book. No, there's the blue book. There's the fireplace. I think I just didn't take in the full lay of the land the first time. Okay, so let's try... What if I... rotate the old tower? All right, let's see what we got now. Did I do anything? All right, we got the... I don't know if I could pick up the red and the blue book and put them together like some 3D glasses. I'm going to hit this and go... Okay, so I think I rotated the tower. Let me see if that actually did anything. I won't do this too many times. I'm just curious. Wow, Brackstone. I know, Sid, for sure, right? That didn't do anything. I'm ruined. My theory is off. Alright, I was wondering if, like, you know, if I rotated it a bit. Nah, this didn't move. So something else moved, but not this. I've ruined us. Okay. I need more rotation. That feels correct, but... Hey, Devoted, good evening. Good to see you. Let's see about this. Alright, so... The wall is smooth. Currently. Let me go here. Oh, I can hold it. Okay. I thought just clicking it was toggling it. Ah, okay. Let's actually try to... No. Not that much. Okay. My bad. I'm just going to do it like that. I don't know what... But let's see what... You know. Let's see if we get any closer. Let's just... imagine. Hey, Persona... Good evening. Tower rotation. Alright, that was a disaster. Also a disaster. I don't know if I'm doing what I meant, but let's go see... Here, go over this way, and then this way, and then check the key. Yeah, it's the same. Okay. These might not be connected in the fashion that I'm thinking. Let me see if I can do that. I'm just going to turn it so it goes into the building and see if, like, the library is in that. So I've tried it basically at, like, 5 o'clock. Let's just see if anything actually changes. Hey, Mitch Hedberg, good evening. You know, I I need to just go back out on the island and just walk around and explore. Yeah, devoted for sure. Okay. Now, if I look around, though, that will be the thing. You see how I'm looking around, and I'm not seeing anything but solid walls at all. So it's like, it's not like I see an opening that's giving me any confidence that rotating it in a direction, but then maybe because this is only just a glimmer of what I can see, and so I can't see the openings because there's this, like, shield around it or something. Either way, we need more information. Alright, let's come back later. Give me out. Also, are any of these books usable? Oh. Well, they certainly are. It has been a while since I have heard only silence, and I enjoy it greatly. I think. For some reason, I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived. But how could I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. This world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I have linked to its horrid or disgusting, linked to is horrid or disgusting. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I can see green fields below, along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing, yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh, and the sky is sparkled with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking, and yet that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north, hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived, and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night has come, the horizon still glows red long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend into the black sky. Again, the feeling, and I am beginning to believe it is not all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. I have had to return home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence more frightening than I have ever experienced. I was awakened by terrible shakings in the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear for my life. I must remember to bring a Myst linking book with me when I return, in case one of the one left there has been destroyed or damaged. Wow, interesting. Good point, Ronnie. I have returned to a different world than the one I left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren desert land with only gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently, the falling meteors did not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of the horrible desolation. The hot wind, I remember, has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake now exists and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the center of the lake. The rest of this world seems like desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Last night, I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating, and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breezes had returned along with a low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly, the ground began to crack, and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, I can use the chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. Hey, Devoted, good evening. I have not tried that. Red Planet, good evening, good to see you. Even as the chasm has ripped into the surface of this world, it has opened up a whole new world to explore. Although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach a cave in the chasm that had been created, and have now explored deep into the crust of this planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground and through the chasm wall. The age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again and see if things are different when I return. It is also important that I check on Cirrus and Akanar and make sure everything is going along well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I have returned with some of the complete tools I knew I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials, however, it seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I have also found titanium occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set, and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I will be able to have most of my additions to this age completed within 1 year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building. There's some erased passages here, and I have decided, well, there's like a line here. This is north. And then it's moving clockwise in this direction. Cool, Devoted. Thank you for the tip, my friend. Let me take a picture of this. Okay, 3 meters is not enough support. Surprisingly strong. One of the most prized inventions. Never imagined it could possibly work with 14. Completely fatigued. I am leaving today in order to bring back Cirrus and Akanar. I have left them alone in Channelwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. The age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteors set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shallow crust. But the tremors have become few. I have just noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I have copied many of my construction notes in another journal. I do not understand the many mysteries of this world, but I trust I will discover logical answers to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age to which I hope to travel soon, but for now I must simply accept this world's mysteries and take pride in my accomplishments. Okay. Let me take another picture here. All right, so B flat, C, F, C, and E flat. Okay. Fair enough. Picture of the island. Or a place, anyway. Green Book. I have called this age Channelwood, and it is a very different world. Though it is exactly how I imagined it, it is still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age as far as I can see, except for a small, rocky island. Elsewhere, there are only trees which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin, wooden passageways are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I am eager to discover more about this land and its people, but I have arrived here late and I must rest. I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from a pathway adjacent to the one on which I had slept. I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. Their response to me was one that I would have never expected. After staring at me for a short time, they fell to their knees and began what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. I tried to speak to them, but they did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice that the waters below us were changing colors. Slowly, subtly, they would change from deep blue to muddy orange. Then from muddy orange to beautifully clear. I was intrigued by the water. I hardly noticed that we had arrived at a ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to their village, which is about 10 meters above the water, and can only be reached by rope ladders that stretch from the lower paths to the village level, approximately halfway up the grand trees. It is very interesting watching these people carry out their daily tasks. Even after watching them for hours, I did not understand, exactly what they were doing. Hermie. At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. They were licking their lips. I saw a fire raging with a spit placed directly over it. They asked me to tie myself up in the rope and put an apple in my mouth. I was confused. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once inside, I found the hut appeared even larger than it had from the outside. The walls were garnished with bright metals. In the center of the hut sat the leader of these people. At least he appeared to be their leader, for he sat a meter off the floor in a thick throne. Guards surrounded the strong creature, who was dressed in many exotic, colorful fabrics. "Hey, Schwinn, good evening, good to see you." Next to the leader sat a very old human. At least to some extent he appears human. His hair, which was only on his face and head, was completely gray, almost white, and hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that could not hold up its head to look at me. But what a surprise, this creature could speak my language. Shortly thereafter, I was given a bed with some hand motions that looked to be telling me to go to sleep. I looked forward to learning more. As I suspected, the ancient creature is a human, but he's old beyond his own reckoning, and seems almost insane. However, the tree dwellers almost revere him as a god. They are treating me now in the same fashion, which makes me feel very uncomfortable. It is almost impossible to understand this old man. His voice is feeble, but wild. He has adopted much of the language of these tree dwellers. He himself told me he had not spoken our own tongue in ages. He attempted to explain to me the history of this place. The following is my best translation of what he had told me. "Hey, age up, good evening. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place, which was then a vast island. They interacted very little. The humans dwelt on the ground, and the tree dwellers lived high above the humans. Occasionally, the island was disturbed by mysterious rumblings which happened randomly, some sort of tectonic or volcanic action, I suspect. The sometimes slight, sometimes heavy tremors would only last a short time. Then they would stop, allowing everything to return to normal. One day, things changed. The rumbling began and grew quickly to unprecedented levels. Soon it became apparent that the entire island was sinking slowly into the ocean around them. Many of the humans died that day, but not before sacrificing themselves in order to stop the sinking of the island. The humans who lived through this catastrophe moved into the trees where they gradually died out, maybe because they were unequipped for such an environment, but I am not sure. This is the story of the old man communicated to me, although many details are very unclear in my mind. I'm especially confused as to how the humans saved the island from completely sinking. In fact, I doubt the accuracy of that part of the story. The island must have stopped on its own, yet the old man believes in the truth of the story as if he had been there, and the tree dwellers worship him, and apparently all humans, as if they were heroes or gods. The old man ended our conversation today with an event which I will never forget. He began gripping my hands tightly, murmuring something about rest and asleep. He then said, "We expected you to come sooner." These actions filled me with a sort of immediate dread. With much effort, he stood to his feet. I tried to help, but he pushed me away with more force than I imagined his frail body contained. The tree dwellers quietly surrounded him with very solemn faces. They then kneeled before him. He walked to each and placed his hand on their heads. All the while he murmured words which I did not understand. Finally he turned to me and smiled. Then he closed his eyes and walked out the door and off of the narrow path high in the trees. The tree dwellers were silent. They began a procession down the nearest rope ladder. As I was descending, I saw several of them pick up the body. He had fallen onto a lower level of the walkway and carry it away. He was laying down of the dead end of a short pier-like structure. With the use of some potion, one of the tree creatures lit the pier on fire as I watched the flames engulf him. As this strange funeral proceeded, the waters around the pier changed to dull green. This morning I awoke, finding it hard to even believe the previous evening's events. The water is a dull green for as far as I can see now. For some reason, the water no longer shifts color. As I wander throughout the pathways, the creatures watch me, curious to see what I will do next. They are constantly offering me strange objects of affection. I even found food outside the doorway to the room in which I had slept. This is a unique race of beings. I hope to learn their language soon so that I may learn more of them. Hey, Nerve, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I have lived on this world for 3 months, off and on, and the tree dwellers have shown great hospitality. I am even beginning to learn bits of their language. I have decided to return home for an extended stay with my loving wife and my sons, and hopefully return with them. However, I am sure Catherine will once again refuse. I think this age would be a wonderful experience for them all, and I at least look forward to how Cirrus and Achenar will react to its curious inhabitants. Catherine is staying behind, as expected. My sons have returned with me, and they enjoyed this age very much. They get along very well with the tree dwellers, and are picking up their language surprisingly fast. I have no doubt that it will be not too long until they can speak with the tree dwellers much better than myself. I am leaving tomorrow to check on Osmoian age. Osmoian age. It's hard to read the cursive. Sirius has suggested that I allow him and his brother to stay. Though the idea unsettles me, I know the boys are growing up rapidly. The hospitality of these creatures is such that I could think of no better place to leave them alone for a short while, so I will consent to their request. I warned the boys not to take advantage of the respect of the tree dwellers have for their ideas. They seem to understand my warning, and I have faith they will follow it. Oh my God. Rolana, good evening. Hey, Lord Vesnon, good evening. Hilarious, Herbie. I mean, I obviously have a lot to learn about this story, but it's like I don't know how old these kids are, but it seems pretty wild to just like I'm going to leave my kids alone in this other age or dimension and I'm going to go someplace else. Much to my dismay, upon arriving in Everdunes, I learned that Pran and her people are continuing to be menaced by the Chuktik. I fear for their survival and plan on returning to her shortly after checking on Cirrus and Akanar here. See Everdune's journal for more information. After watching Cirrus and Akanar, I see they are handling things very well, and I think I can put to rest any fears about leaving them in Channelwood again for a little longer time. The tree dwellers seem slightly distressed that I am leaving, but are happy that Cirrus and Akanar are staying behind again. Hey, Project, what's up, my friend? Thanks for subscribing. Young adults? Yeah, that makes sense. I have been gone for over 3 days, and I have been to many different places. I had to tell Cirrus and Akanar about Pran's death today, and they were visibly shaken, although they only remembered her from their childhood. Catherine has suggested that it would be wise for Cirrus and Akanar to leave Channelwood for a while, and I have to agree. They'll be returning with me when I leave again. I have told my sons that they will be returning with me in 2 days. They spent the entire night telling me of an adventure they experienced in my absence, and it was rather remarkable. It seems they constructed a boat with the creatures and traveled some ways out into the surrounding waters. I enjoy hearing them talk excitedly of their adventures, and it's getting really hard to read this, and am reminded of my own adventures as a child. I finally understand why the tree dwellers have been giving me their many inks and insisting I write with them. Looking through some of my past entries, I see that the inks have changed from black, I thought they were, to various different colors. I have shown some of the creatures my journal, and they have laughed and howled. I did not know they had such a sense of humor. Even now, as I look through this very colorful journal, I cannot help but laugh myself. It is, Rolana. We will be returning tomorrow, so my sons are with the creatures for the last night here. They have told me they would like to come to Channelwood again, and also asked if they can visit some other ages alone. Though I will have to think over their request, I believe they have proven to me that they are trustworthy and responsible. Catherine will also have to help me decide whether they're ready for travel alone. For now, I must give my farewells to the creatures, for I do not know how long it will be until I visit them again. Alright, let me take some pictures here. Bing. Okay. Okay, that book is done. So, is this, the Everdunes book? Before arriving in this age, I was determined that it would be a journey to a world very different from my previous adventures, and it was. The sky is dark and gray and incessantly displays flashes of lightning in the distance. I met a very old man with a long beard and hair that hangs to his waist. He is very feeble and has trouble even moving. This man has obviously been through very many things in this strange world, and I have learned many things from him. He has told me an interesting story of this world's history. Years ago, he told me there was a beautiful city that rose up out of the water. It housed many people inside its walls, and the people had everything they wished for. The city was surrounded by 3 high hills which rose higher than the city. On the east hill of the city rested a large lookout post. The people of the city had constructed the post, expecting visitors to arrive from the east. The people had no means of traveling on the water, which forced them to merely wait for friend or foe. As time passed, friendly visitors brought rumors of an enemy that existed beyond the horizon. The people grew fearful, yet nothing happened. One day, the visually sunny sky became as dark as night, and black ships appeared on the horizon. The lookout post's attempts at peace were turned away, and the sentries there were easily overwhelmed. The ships continued to wreak havoc on the city, apparently destroying everyone and everything. After the foundations of the city were destroyed, the city sunk deep into the ocean, and only the lookout post remained. The black ships sailed away. The man continued to say that 8 people had hidden and managed to survive through the attack. In the 9 years since the attack, 2 of the survivors have died. He also said that it was rumored that 10 years from the attack, the enemy would return. All right, I'm going to take a picture. There's too many numbers here. Seems important. To return to finish the destruction they had started so long ago. I have decided, since hearing the man's story, it would be admirable to save this civilization and stop this enemy's plan of destruction. I am excited about the adventure that awaits me, and an idea has sparked in my mind to provide the needed defense for these people. I met the remaining survivors today, and I have begun work on a plan for protection. Hey, Stewie, good evening, good to see you. You know, Rolana, I wonder too, I'm not sure. Right, Hermie? That's how my mind is working. After a short absence, I have returned to this age with my 2 sons. They have, as of yet, traveled rarely with me, and they are understandably excited to be here. They have grown considerably since Everdunes, and it's already obvious to me that they will be a great help this time instead of the nuisance that they've been in the past. All 3 of us, along with 4 of the healthier survivors, began construction today. We are building upon the old city's ruins, which will provide a perfect foundation for our fortress. My sons have been spending much of their spare time on the South Island, where most of my materials are stored. I am very pleased with their intelligence, and their creativity is refreshing to see as they work on some small projects of their own. It has been over 4 months now, and construction is going well. My sons love the world except for the gray sky. They detest the gray sky and tell me many times they wish the sky here were like the blue sky in Myst. The old man I first talked to tells me the enemy is due in 4 months. I feel we will be ready when the time comes. The man reminds me of Emmett in many ways, and I often wonder how Emmett and his people are doing. It has been 6 months of work, and we have finally finished the fortress. It rests between the 3 hills, which are now only islands due to a rising water level that the people experienced after the attack. Inside the fortress, I have designed a most intriguing device. It makes use of a technology called holography. I began experimenting with on my visits to Aspermere. It will be working in a couple of days after I compensate for some small miscalculations. This holographic device will enable the survivors to learn to use the fortress. The enemy is due to come soon, and I trust the fortress will provide. Okay. I wonder, Rolana. Sufficient protection for all of us. Insignia of the Black Ship. Okay. The Black Ships have come. Their attack was substantial. Their weapons have been stopped, and it appears they have turned away in defeat. I could not help but smile as I watched the boats leave. Last night, we had a small celebration, and the old survivors danced their dances of old. My sons did not understand why the sky had not turned back to its original blue. The old man told them that the storms would never end until the enemy was destroyed. I assured my sons that the blue sky was not worth the risk of death, and they seemed to hear me. I have had a healthy adventure and have begun work on a new book. Once again, I must leave a familiar age in search of a new universe I have begun. But first, I will have an extended time with Catherine, whom I miss very much. I must also return to the people of the tide. I believe in my travels I have found a substance that will ease the pain of their bone ailments that they have long endured. I hope to return to mechanical age one day and find the population growing and my fortress still strong. Though the sky may always be black, I am confident the people here feel a heavier darkness has been lifted from their shoulders. Interesting. Okay. So, let's see. Alright, this is another book here. Ooh. This book's been damaged. Okay. So, this is a new book. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were, a group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks, as it was never too far of a distance. One day, another person appeared on the rocks for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor, which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon a part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least, that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change in their world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father. I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I could see the boys enjoying it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I enjoyed studying from it. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. Okay, submersible lamp. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note of and named a number of constellations that pass above me. Also during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon, which I have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it is additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rains had never fallen here until recently, the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I have also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light toward the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light and travel to its source, if they have the means. I return with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I have decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now, and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems to not be as secure as I would like. I have had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished, and we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from the rock with their own hands. That evening, we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without my being coated with the chilly blanket of ocean dew I had become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art that will have a more profound impact on this world than I could have ever written. I think. Stone ship age. Bird's eye view. Interesting. Invictus, good evening. Hey, Taffy, good evening. I think of it, this age, as a gift to myself that I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cool breezes are back again. They are all very content, and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they have discovered. It even seems they have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things will be like in another 10 years. Alright, and there's the constellation. It doesn't look much like an anchor, but I appreciate that you tried. Hey, Fading, good evening. Alright. Just taking pictures of these different constellations. You never know. Flamingo. Okay. So, we read this book, this book, this book, this book. Alright, that book is busted. It's busted. A lot of these books aren't working right. Rebirth, good evening, good to see you. Okay, this is the one we started with. That's not good. There's been a lot of damage here. Alright, well, we might have missed some of the books, but we're pretty clear on a little bit about what's going on. And let's just go back outside and explore some more. Oh. Alright, there's a boat in the water. Okay. Rebirth, that's hilarious. Oh. Alright, so these look like constellations. Wow. There's just a straight up rocket ship. So I've seen 3 of these panels, and I know that the letter said that it was like, keep track of how many of these are. Hey, Arquebus, good evening. I ain't getting in. Alright. Eyeball. Now there's another switch. I did not, Sid. Anchor. So it could be red or green. Okay. That's number 5 of these things. Peter, good evening. Good to see you. Dear God. Yeah, Sid, I want to play that too at some point, but I figured I should start with Myst. Oh my. 10 and 10. $11 and 11. Huh. Well, I don't really know. Oh, here we go. Power to spaceship. I mean, let's get some more power going. We got to get full power to the spaceship. Uh-oh. Spaceship. I must have fried the spaceship. That baby's off. Alright. Well. Let's see if that does anything. Huh. Alright. Huh. Okay. Oh, am I... Oh, I'm changing the time. Okay. That's right, Sid. Let me look at my pictures. One of the very early pictures that I had. Looked like... Well, this isn't really a clock. Let me see if I can get this right. Okay. That's awesome. There's another one of the switches over there. All right. Oh, okay, 7. All right. It's a safe. No, I don't have any idea about what the password would be. Let's just go ahead and look at this. Uh, I'm not seeing any change. Yeah, it's a good question, Hermie. I'm not seeing any change in this. Okay. Hmm. My boat. My boat didn't make it. Oh, wait, what did it say? It said... Okay. Into the imager. Hmm. Good one, Hermie. The water's green. What's this? Oh. Eight. Okay. Hmm. So, that's a good question. Maybe that's this thing right here? No, I think I must have missed it. Oh. It turned red. It said it was in the 4-chamber by the pier, so I'll go back there. I wasn't sure if that meant that little cabin. Oh. Oh. I could... Okay, I see. Now I can see the spaceship. Interesting. Okay. Oh, there's something over there. $59 volts. Hey, Lil Mac, good evening. Okay, I'm writing this stuff down. I'm writing it down. Well, we were able to rotate it correctly so we could see the spaceship. And we learned enough for a voltage. Alright, so now... This I still quite haven't figured out yet. Like if I'm supposed to be doing, you know, like a constellation. Or what, but we'll come back to that. Lil Mac, it does now. So I don't know if that's because I turned the power on. It didn't do it before, but it now turned red when I went over the spaceship, and it gave me the voltage, but to maybe power up the spaceship. But let's go ahead and check the note again. It says in the imager to retrieve your message. Our 4-chamber beside the dock. Correct. I'm looking. I'm looking for the 4-chamber thing. Is the imager the this thing? The planetarium? Well, I was just, for some reason in my mind, I was thinking of this as a planetarium, and oh, my bad. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you. I completely missed that as a doorway. For some reason, it was like it blended into the background. Thank you. Hey, Calvin, good evening. Exactly, right? Music's pretty epic. Um, hey, OGBK, good evening. Good to see you. That's interesting, Invictus. Yeah, it did just blend in. Settings, dimensional imager. 40 is topographical extrusion test. 67, water turbulent pool. 47, marker switch diagram. Oh, okay. Well, that happened. So 40 is. I want 47, I think. Well, 67 is what it was on. Right. So this is just showing you what the marker switch looks like. Gotcha. Oh, you know what's funny is I actually wrote down 8 switches, but I think I was counting the one that was like on the little lighthouse thing or whatever it is across the water. So maybe that's not technically on the island. Um, huh. Well, okay then. Well, Calvin, I'm just starting out, just working on it. Hey, Nick man, good evening. Good to see you. Hmm.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return. But if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, wait, and erase this message after you viewed it, just to be safe.
Happy culture. Good evening. Hey, Greyhound. Good evening. So because we read those books, we understand who he is. It was very clear that something was going to go wrong with his sons. It apparently has. And the message is for Catherine. Correct, Invictus. But was there an opening like FMB to this? Are we Catherine or am I somebody else? Like, I don't know who I am as the player character. Is that something to be discovered? Oh, okay. That's right. That's right. Okay. So at the beginning with the book. Thank you. Okay, so I was the guy who had the book who fell through the thing. Gotcha. Okay, cool. So remember the tower rotation, huh? All right, so I'm going to take a picture of this. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, and then... All right, okay, just checking. All right. So are there books that this is based upon that predate the game? Or did the game come out and then they wrote books? Or did the game come out simultaneously with books? Books after the game? Okay, gotcha. I was going to say, I was wondering why that wasn't working anymore. Oh, okay. Outside, my bad. Does that do it? Huh. Okay, I don't think I did it right. That's fine. Let me look around a little bit more anyway. I mean, huh. Hmm. That's a good question. Well, the tower said 59 watts, but I thought that meant to put into the spaceship. I can try that and just put it on the other side, but for some reason, because the aperture was looking at the spaceship, I was thinking for that. Let me see here. Yeah, I should rotate the tower more. That's a great point. I don't have to do this one right now. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying, Sid. Now I'm going to go back to the tower, and because this is what I would do if I was just playing. I would just check all the different areas. Okay, so now I'm pointing the tower at this thing. Hey, Tashtari, good evening. Okay. Yeah, I will definitely try that. Okay. $240, 221. Okay. Fair enough. Hey, Peanut, good evening. Feels like that, right? There's not really anything to do here. So I'm going to go to the dentist chair. All right. Now, I don't know about AM or PM. That doesn't look very good. Oh, you're right. The lights are on. Derp. Hey, Yor, good evening. All right. I'll try it again. Does this look like any of the constellations that I took a picture of? All right. No. Not really. Nah. All right, let's try the other way. Huh? I'm not liking what I see here in terms of comparing it to any of the constellations that I have a picture of. But I might need more info. Maybe. It doesn't look like the snake. It might be because I put the rest of the information in wrong. I mean, yeah, for sure. I just assumed this thing because it had all the date quantifiers, but when I see 221, I was thinking month, day, and year, but could I have it out of order? Could it be like... Because you know how Americans do it differently than... with month, day, year instead of day, month, year, or whatever. Anyway, no, it'd be the same, 221. All right, well, then I need to go get more info. Right. Well, it was a theory, but we can do more. We have a lot more up our sleeves, don't we? That's true, Invictus. Okay, I will. Give me 1 second. October 11th, 1984, 10 a.m. Okay, so this is better for constellations. Hey, relax. Good evening. This is my first time playing it on my own, and I don't have hardly any memory other than seeing it briefly on my friend's computer back when it came out. All right, so I'm going to take a picture of that. I mean, look at these dates. Good Lord. All right, Stewie, take care. These actually look more like not dates for the constellation, but for like a time machine to go to different ages. But certainly something that we can investigate. Let's think about this. Oh, right. My bad. Okay. Let's see. I have a picture of this one and of this. That. Yeah, I got this. The flamingo is honestly the closest. Okay. So let's keep rotating it. All right. So what I typically do in puzzle games is I look for low-hanging fruit. So I'm going to check all of these different plaques and then just see if anything is super obvious. Okay, so this will maybe help us understand the commas a little bit more. That's a good question, Brackstone. So I could, the combination lock in the house with the boiler has 3 numbers. So that could be 724, potentially. Time could be critical to opening the bridge. Okay. Hermie, I was thinking it could be, right? The safe code does have 3 numbers. Something to think about. So these are all involving the constellations. Maybe maybe I need to move the tower because the switch got turned off, and so maybe that's the issue there. All right. Anyway, all right. It could be. I could also just turn it back to 59 and see if that does anything. So let's see. Let me do this right. Aha. So 240 was correct. It was this. So when the lever is up, then I'm assuming then that power is going and we can rotate the tower and make the line red. Ah, and here's another thing that wants 3 numbers, right? Interesting. Okay. It could be, right? I mean, we set 240 outside, so 221 here sounds good. Oh no. Oh no, they did us dirty with this. They did us dirty. It's not just rotate. All right, let me think. I actually almost had it. Okay. Oh, I can't do it anymore. So you can't just keep rotating it because you only have a certain amount of weight. Oh, okay. Thank you, fading. Oh, you can hold it down. Ah, okay. Yeah, I see. As soon as fading said non-logical, I was like, well, can I just hold it? What is that? Is it like open? It wants something? The music is scaring me. Hey, Fading, were you so upset by this puzzle that you mailed the creators of the game a lever that looked just like one of these levers, and you timed it up so like they were opening the package in their house, and then they saw the letter come out, and then the lights went out in the room, and then the lightning flashed, and they saw you standing there? That's the last puzzle you'll ever make. So we opened somewhere on the island, is what you're telling me. Bam. I lit it. I lit the fuse. Oh my god, it's on fire. Well, this baby is gonna blow. Oh god. What have I done? Boy, that's a good question, Hermie. I can't remember. You know, honestly, I think for me personally, even harder than the puzzles in the game is just figuring out how to move around in this world. Ah, the big one, Hermie, right. Like, how to get to where I'm going is like half the puzzle. Like, well, I want to go over here. Yeah, but you gotta, like, click around. Oh my god, you are so right. Ah, he hid the books. Ah. Whoa. Interesting. It's the Myst amusement park roller coaster dream ride. All right, I see this. Now that is something else. Okay, interesting. I appear to have taken the book. What's this console? Oh my god. Alright, this is beyond my depth. I don't know what these things mean. I'm gonna have to figure this out somewhere else. Okay, I'm in a different place. The book must have taken me to a different time. They're Lucky Charms, Hermie. They're always after my Lucky Charms. Alright, this room is really upsetting. There's my spaceship. What a looker. She's thinking. Okay. Uh-huh. See, the problem is the sails. Oh, dear. I'm staring into the sun. They should have put a disclaimer. I am blind. There's a lot of spittoons in here. Well, it's not a chessboard. It doesn't have enough squares, but it's interesting. Hey, Sid, thank you. I wonder if this is the throne. Right, Hermie? I wonder if this is the throne that like monkey man elder was sitting on. I definitely want to sit on it. Let me sit on it. Look, I sit where I want to sit. What's this Doug? Oh my god, it's a toucan. Fruit Loops. Wonderful toy. Incredibly amusing. Okay. Now there's a big red button. Should definitely press that. Yeah. Let's go down here. This looks good. Good sirs, I don't know what I've done. Oh, okay. Oh, darn, okay. I see. Nah, darn, no, stop it. There it is. Red. Red means death. I'm trapped. Oh my god. I've ruined myself. Why did I do that? Is this Catherine? Lady of Opulence, please help me out of this I was reading a book, you see, it was very good, and then I fell into a chasm. My God, I need some help, lady. Please, lend me your bracelet. Alright, she's not helping. They're like the platonic solids or something. Okay. Alright, fine. You win. Oh my God. Okay, I didn't realize there was this room. Oh boy, the old axe chair. That's some blood on that. Okay, we got some nice weaponry here. Oh, look, there's the monkey guy. Jeez. Mute. Yep. I've been bit by a cobra. Oh, what a devious little box. Which mace or morning star would I like to use? All of them. Uh-huh. Put on the hat. I need a helmet. It's a sweet treasure chest. Fortress rotation simulator calibrating. Yeah. Yeah, Hermie, that was the like absolutely terrifying thing. So, you know, you're trying to like intertwine all of those stories, and there was the one place that was sinking where people like sacrificed themselves to stop the sinking, and then the old guy like deliberately fell to his death, so that was kind of creepy connection. And then, you know, when you left him there and they went on their little cool adventure in the boat out into the waters, that doesn't seem good. So this is the fortress that he built to defeat the invaders with the sails, the black sails or whatever that made the sky black, maybe? Look, we got problems here. This ain't calibrating. I mean, I guess it could have been. Oh. So, I mean, okay. What did I do? Did I fire a death laser at somebody? They aren't here anymore. Yeah, Hoth is definitely gone. Alderaan. Okay. Let me just remember something really quickly here. When I was taking photographs, I did remember at some point we took a picture of the symbol on the sails of the baddies, and this is not stone ship. Okay, it was a plus sign with a moon. Like a crescent moon. I got plus sign. Nah, I still don't have enough info. Right, that's true. And I was just going to ask you that. Like, I did not read a manual. Let me see something. Open main menu. Skip. Interact. Control S. Show options. Map. Who thought of these key bindings? Like, why would it be Alt F8 to show the map and then Alt D? Am I using the other keys? Did I need to have a combination key press? This seems to be entirely mouse driven. Okay. Is M out of the question for the map? Okay. So apparently I'm in the mechanical age. Here's where I am. And I went to the rotating fortress. Now the question is, did I actually rotate it? Doesn't feel like it. I guess not, Hermie. But this is a remake. This is remastered. So like, I see. So that symbol seems to go. So I wonder if this is actually rotating. Hey, no, go back. Go over there. Nah, that didn't do jack. That's a disaster. All right. Well, that's where I got the book in the first place. Let's check. This doesn't seem to go anywhere. I think I messed that up. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't mess that up. Huh. I think I'm gonna have to mess with like rotating it around a little bit more. You don't have like an inventory in this game, do you? Thank you, Sid. Apparently that didn't work. Ah, nice. I like that staff with the little hand on the end. It's sweet. It reminds me of those little stamps, like those little things that you would get that were like, it was a long pole with like a shark head or a dinosaur head on one end, and then on the other end was like a switch, so you could like open and close the mouth of like, you know, the dinosaur or whatever. No, Hermie, I couldn't. I couldn't move around at all, but I could also, I might need to try again. It's just one of those, yeah, the grabber thing. It's one of those things where, it's like, what can I click on and where can I go? And can I get around there? Let's see. I am with you. It's hard to know, like, let's see. Okay. All right. I think, you know, I mean, I could be wrong, but it feels like I need to rotate this thing to get to the other parts. All right, let's see here. This snake is unreal. So I've tried up here and over here to no avail. I mean, do you, like, it's making the noise, right? Like something happened, it's happy. Does this part of the gauge need to be filled up? Am I supposed to be pointing at all, you know, 4 of the different quadrants? I mean, if that's just a simulation too, it could be nothing. Yeah, it's like the only thing I can click on is to turn around or on this table. Ah! I don't think so. I mean, right, Hermie? Yeah, it doesn't do anything unless it's lined up in that one orientation. It's just that when I get out of the elevator, it doesn't let me go anywhere. Maybe I'm just doing that wrong. See, so you come up to this room, and then it's just this, and you can't do anything but turn around and see the elevator, but you can't go to, like, you can't walk around the elevator. It suggests, oh, you can look up. Ah, look, there's switches up here. I don't know if I can reach those. Well, I can't, but I can look up. Maybe I need to adjust these things. Can't touch that. Huh. Well, that was interesting. Those look like the same levers that are, like, part of the zapper ring. I thought about that, Hermie, but I don't know how to make that happen. Like, if I close the stairs and walk over to the elevator, like, you see, it's so. Oh, wait a minute. No. Right? It's a good question. Well, let's see. Can I go down? I can't go any lower. I can go down here, but I can't look up or do anything. Well, I'll tell you what, everybody. I had no idea, what I was getting into when I fired up this game because I didn't play it. And so I assumed it was just going to be a puzzle game. I was like, okay, cool, puzzles and stuff. I didn't know that it was going to be such an interesting story with, lots of mystery and intrigue, well-written books, crazy, like, this is so wild to be going to different time periods and trying to figure out, everything that's happening, but it's a super cool game, and I'm really enjoying it. However, it is indeed my bedtime, and I want to say, everyone, thank you so much for coming out and playing some Myst. We might be able to play this some more, depending on whether or not I can ever escape this horrible prison in which I'm in. Now, we do live, of course, in the age of I can check on the internet, but I'm really, really trying to avoid doing that and just do it on my own. Youth, Hermie, Sid, Brackstone, Ronnie, Alex, Jamnuska, Fading, Jared, Billy, Cynical, Grim, Happy, Greyhound, Aquarbus, Kurt, Stewie, Yor, Nickman, Invictus, Little Mac, Age Up, Rebirth, Peter, Taffy, Rolana, Schwinn, Lord Vesnon, everyone out there, take care. Have a great one.